This is AE Fundamentals, a new 12-part series where I break down the 12 fundamental elements to being a top AE. This is part 1, preparation before calls. Prep before calls is really important because it enables us to spend more time asking harder hitting questions and going deeper in the discovery instead of spending time on surface level things. Being well prepared demonstrates that you're a trusted advisor from the outset of the first call, which is critical for building trust with your prospects to make sure that they feel comfortable in opening up about their pains and the implications of those. I try to spend 5 to 10 minutes preparing for each call, no more than that. First of all, aiming to understand the company, what industry they're in, and how do they make money, and then understanding each of the prospects in terms of their name, their role, and having a feeling around what they're likely targeted on. When I'm doing this prep, I'll make sure that I've got some nice concise notes on my screen that I can kind of see in the corner of my eye and refer to as I go throughout the session. So here's an example on the screen of the types of notes I might put together ahead of a call. As you can see, it starts with the employee size, so the size of the company, potentially a breakdown of the key regions that I'm going to be interested in. The second of which is the industry, so I've got a good feeling of that. And below that, maybe some key competitors of theirs, especially maybe some that I'm actually working with that I can again refer to throughout the call. And then I have a breakdown of each of the individuals that's joining the call, their roles, and again, so I can have in mind what they're likely targeted with. And below that, I might even have 1 or 2 additional people who aren't joining the call, who are either going to be their boss or some people of interest that I can refer to, try and loop into a next step, or at least demonstrate that I've got an understanding of their likely team structure. I also like to have each person's LinkedIn profile pulled up on a tab going into the session. Again, just familiarizing myself for even just a few seconds on each person's profile and being able to allude back to it and refer back to it throughout the session, whether it's something that they're mentioning, like a key phrase or a buzzword that's referred to on their profile, or maybe something they've done in a previous role or a place that they've worked at that could also be relevant or interesting. So to summarize, prep before calls enables you to demonstrate that you're a trusted advisor from the outset of the very first call, and then that's something you can continue throughout the whole sales cycle. And then keeping clear and concise notes on your screen that you can then refer to throughout the session as an easy way to seem like you have this information top of mind. Feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn for part 2 on multi-threading.